There are a lot of things that are realistic in COD Mobile, and some things that are not. But what's the truth about the realistic scope setting in COD Mobile? In one of my settings videos, I had my realistic scope setting turned off. Not until I found out the key difference between having it on or off. Now, I have it on. Here's a side-by-side comparison at normal speed. The average player might not notice the difference with the default DLQ. Let's look at it in slow motion. The key difference is that you'll see through the scope sooner when you have realistic scope on, while your POV will be covered with this optic part of the scope if you have this setting off. Most people are using a default skin of the DLQ, so chances are they won't notice it in real time. However, it's a different story with other skins. Take DLQ Holidays for example. Right off the bat, you'll see that the scope optic is darker when your realistic scope is on. And when you scope in, here's what you'll see. It's not that hard to see the difference. When using particular skins like this one, you'll see the scope take the majority of the center of your point of view as you scope in, unlike its default counterpart. That, and you won't see your target as you scope in. What about custom scopes? Let's look at my favorite SVD setup. Again, in real time, you'll notice the difference right away. And while we're scoped in, you'll see that with realistic scope off, the 3x scope looks hazy compared to the clear scope on the left side. What about scope reticle difference? If we look at the default scopes, you'll see that the reticle with realistic scope on is more spread out, whereas it's smaller and compressed when this setting is turned off. As for the default DLQ blueprint, the edges of the scope are blacked out, making you see a bit less, but that isn't the case for other sniper rifles. Here are some examples: Outlaw, Locus, Schism, and Drei. If it isn't obvious to you yet, let's discuss whether you should use this setting. Even though it's not as noticeable with the default DLQ, having it on will still be worth it because of the fact that you'll see through your scope a few frames earlier. Remember that this effect also applies to scoping out, so you'll see more of your POV as you play aggressive with sniper rifles. What setting were you using all this time? On or off? Let me know down in the comments below. Speaking of scopes, you're probably making some sniper mistakes. Learn how to fix them by watching this video. Or if you want to sharpen your sniper skills, click this video and follow the training inside. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.